All right, let's jump right in. If you make anything for the internet, videos, articles, you name it, you are going to want to listen up. The way we all find information online is going through a total earthquake, and honestly, this is your wake-up call.
So let me ask you this, and I want you to really think about it. Is your content about to just poof, become invisible? Because the world of search we've known for the last 20 years, it's being completely torn down and rebuilt by AI. That old goal of just ranking #1, it's fast becoming a relic, and if you don't adapt, all that hard work you do could literally disappear.
You know how it was, right? For years, the entire game was just to get your link onto that page with the 10 blue links. Get the click. That's it. Well, that game is officially over. Done. AI isn't here to give you a list of options anymore. It's here to give you the one definitive answer. And that brings us to the first huge shift we need to wrap our heads around, the end of the click. We are moving from a world where AI was basically a document sorter to a world where AI is the analyst, the synthesizer. It reads everything for you and just gives you the bottom line. Here's the best way to think about it. In the past, a search engine was like a librarian. You'd ask a question, and they'd point to a big shelf of books, our blue links, and say, "The answer's in there somewhere, good luck." But now, we've got an answer engine. This is like a brilliant analyst who reads all the books for you, digests everything, and just hands you a perfect one-page summary. It's a massive difference.
So, the big question is, what do we do about this? How do we even compete in this new world? Well, we have to start thinking in terms of answer engines, and that means we need a whole new playbook, a new discipline designed for AI. The goal is no longer the click. The new grand prize is the citation. You want to be the source the AI quotes.
And this new discipline has a name, Answer Engine Optimization, or AEO. Now let's be super clear. This is not about finding some new trick to game the system. No way. This is about structuring your information so perfectly, so clearly, that a machine can understand it, trust it, and decide, yep, this is the source of truth I'm going to use.
And when you put the old way next to the new way, the difference is just wow. In the old world of SEO, the goal was the click. The currency we all traded in was backlinks, and the metric we all obsessed over was traffic. In the new world of AEO, the goal is the citation. The currency isn't links, it's your proven authority. And the metric is share of voice. Basically, how often are you the source of the answer?
A winning AUS strategy is really built on 4 core pillars. First, semantic clarity. Just think answer first. Get straight to the point. Second, structured data, which is the technical markup that helps machines read your stuff. Third is EEAT. That's experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness, your credibility score. And finally, multimodal coherence, which just means what you say, what you show, and what you write all need to match perfectly.
So how does an AI actually use all this to build an answer? The tech behind it is called Retrieval-Augmented Generation, or just RAG. It's a brilliant idea, actually. Instead of the AI just making things up, it first goes out and retrieves relevant little chunks of information from trusted sources. Then it uses only those chunks to write its answer. This keeps the AI grounded in reality and stops it from hallucinating. This RAG process basically has 3 steps. First is retrieval, where the AI finds those content pieces related to the question. Second is augmentation, where it adds those pieces to the user's original prompt as extra context. And then finally, generation, where the AI writes an answer based strictly on that context it just found. Your entire goal now is to create that perfect retrievable chunk of information.
Okay, so that's how it works with text. But what about video? Well, an AI doesn't watch your video like a person does. Instead, it deconstructs it. It breaks it down into different layers of data and analyzes everything all at once.
The first, and honestly most important layer, is your audio. The AI uses automatic speech recognition to transcribe every single word you say. So here's the crucial takeaway. Your script is no longer just a guide for you. It is literally source code for the AI. That means clarity and precision are everything. Next up, layer 2, the visuals. The AI reads any text on your screen using optical character recognition, and it also identifies objects. This is critical because it grounds your words in visual evidence. If you're talking about a specific product, the AI needs to see that product to really trust what you're saying. And finally, there's the temporal stream, or time.
By using chapters, you let the AI slice up your video into a series of perfect, standalone micro-answers. This is a huge shift. We're not optimizing the whole video anymore. We're optimizing the individual chapter that answers one specific question perfectly. Okay, so that's the theory. How do we actually put this stuff into practice? Well, that's where the AOE Creator Playbook comes in. The main goal here is to start engineering our content right from the very beginning so that it's perfectly readable for a machine.
This means AIO has to be part of every single phase of production. It starts with a script, structuring it for clarity. Then it moves to your visuals, making sure an AI can easily read them. It means getting your audio perfect for a clean transcript. And finally, wrapping it all up in great metadata, like chapters, to give it that structure AI loves.
And when it comes to that text on your screen, you gotta follow these best practices. Use simple, standard fonts like Arial or Robotop. High contrast is a must. Make sure key text stays on screen for at least 5 seconds. And a pro tip, avoid the bottom 15% of the screen, because that's where platforms often put their own buttons and logos. Now here it is. This is the key to making it all work. Triangulation. This is the secret sauce. The chapter title in your metadata, the first words you actually speak in that chapter, and the big headline on your slide. They should all match. When those 3 things align, you send an incredibly powerful, undeniable signal of relevance to the AI. All right, let's talk strategy. This is not a one-size-fits-all game. Different answer engines kind of have their own personalities, and they prioritize different things. So, to win the citation war, we need to adopt our approach for each platform. You can see those different personalities right here. Perplexity AI, for example, loves data-dense, academic-style content, and it really cares about how recent the info is. Then you have Google's AI overviews, which are tied at the hip with YouTube. They favor instructional, how-to content that's well-structured with chapters. And then there's ChatGPT Search, which thrives on conversational context and seems to really value community validation from places like Reddit.
Now for the harsh economic reality. When an AI gives the answer, the user doesn't click. And when they don't click on your content, you get exactly 0 ad revenue. This forces a massive shift in how we have to think about making a living as creators.
So the new goal isn't to monetize a single view. It's to use AOO to build massive brand authority. You become the undeniable go-to expert in your niche. This drives people to seek out the value that an AI can't replicate: your courses, your community, your unique perspective, your products. That's the real business now.
I think this quote just says it all. In the economy of answers, clarity is king, structure is queen, and the citation is the ultimate currency. The creators who master this, they're going to be the ones who win. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.